Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I made my Leia costume. It took me about 3 days to make just because I had to wait for paint and glue and stuff to dry. But other than that, I'm going to show you all the products that I bought and how exactly I made every step of this. So if you want to see how to make this costume, then keep on watching. Sounds like a voice. Oh, man! Hello, how are ya? What's up, guys? I'm going to be making my Halloween costume. I'm going to be Slave Leia. And I'm going right now to the store to buy all the stuff that I need. I'm at Target. I got my Starbucks. Real basic. So I'm going to be buying at Target. I need a bra. So like a bra that I don't mind like cutting up and destroying basically. So I'm going to get that there. And then I'm going to go to Michael's or Joann Fabrics. I'm not sure yet. And I just got to buy some stuff, like some supplies, overall stuff. So we're going to do that. I looked online and a lot of the reviews online for like the actual Slave Leia costumes were like, yeah, it's not the greatest quality, could have been better. And then like the little gold detailing on her bra, everyone was saying was like warped from being in the mail. Like I didn't get a good vibe from it. So I'm going to try to do it myself. If all else fails, I will just order it myself. But yeah, I'm going to attempt to make this costume. I'm usually pretty crafty, so it might be fun. I might get really angry and just give up, and you'll never see this vlog. Who knows? But hopefully it works out, and hopefully my boyfriend could find a Star Wars costume to go with me, because... So at Target, I was looking for like a push-up bra because I just feel like I need a little bit of something because I don't have very big boobs. I got this little black, I don't know, it was like 15 bucks. But it's not like super push up, but it's like enough. I think it'll be okay. I don't know. We'll try it out. We'll see. If not, I'll just have to kind of make adjustments. I hope this fits me. I got a 32C. I feel like it's going to be small, but it's okay. It is what it is. We'll find out. So I'm at Joann Fabrics. I gotta get the part for the skirt, like the burgundy, reddish colored, whatever. And then I have to get fabric to cover the bra because the bra I got is black and obviously hers is not. And then I don't know what I'm going to use for the gold detailing on the bra and like the front, like whatever you want to call that, like the front like panel of her skirt. I have to figure that out. So I'm going to go just kind of look at the materials I have and see what I think would work for me and my crafting level. I'm thinking some sort of foam though. Like foam I feel like is the easiest thing. It molds, you can bend it. But also, I think I'm going to use some like wiring in the bra area. So I don't know. I'll let you know what I come up with. Guys, there is so much fabric. How am I supposed to, like, what do I do? Let's look at this. I went on public like that. Ew. I went to Michael's. I went to Joann Fabric. I got a bunch of different crafting material. And it's basically going to be like trial and error at this point. I don't really know what's going to work, what's not going to work. I'm gonna go home and I will dump everything out and I will show you guys all the material I got, and then at the end I'll just let you know like what I used. I'm gonna show you guys everything I got. I laid it all on the floor. I might honestly do this on my living room floor just because it gives me more room, because I feel like I'm gonna need like room, you know? So that's the bra I got at Target. I did try it on, it fits good. Got some foam sheets that my cat got fur all over already because he won't leave me alone. This is for molding the bra, and I think I might try to use this too. I did get other wire, but I picked these two colors for the material. So this is going to be for the top. That's for the skirt. I have that also. I don't think I'm going to use it though. Some foam. And then this is all the stuff to attach it. And kind of, this is more foam. And then this is what I'm going to use, I think, for her chain, like on her neck. I feel confident so far that that I have enough stuff to make this work. I just don't know if I'm crafty enough to actually make it work. So at this point, my plan was to print out one of these little things I found online. I don't know why it printed like this, but I found two different ones. So I might put like one in the front, one in the back. I don't know the difference, but I'm going to cut them out of this thinner foam. And then when I'm done with that, I'm going to put it on top of this thicker foam right here. And I'm going to kind of make that so I can trace this easier with my other foam because we're using a million foams. I just tried to cut this out and it is not even at all, but whatever. And then I remembered, because I used scissors, I remembered I bought an X-Acto knife. So I'm going to use that for this one because why didn't I do it the first time? I have no idea. Since I don't want to cut through to my carpet, I'm going to just cut around that now. But I traced it with the X-Acto knife and it worked way better. So those are both done. I'm going to attempt to trace all these little lines. I might not make as many because I feel like it's just going to get sloppy. So I'm probably just going to try to like do the main ones and then maybe not all of these little guys. But this is what it looks like. I just kind of traced everything. It's a little bit messy, but I can also look at this and be able to see what I'm supposed to be doing. Well, slightly. See what I'm supposed to be doing. And then I'm going to use this foam right here, I think. Just air dry modeling foam. And I'm gonna outline like all of the edges and stuff where it should be slightly raised. This is literally not all I expected it to feel like. It's super like it's really sticky, and I don't think, oh my god, I don't think I like it, but I'm gonna use it because it says on there it's good for like costumes. So this is a no-go. This fucking, oh my god, I don't know what to do. All right, we're using this little kid Crayola. We're using this clay because what just happened? Like really, really lightweight, dryable clay. So we're gonna go with that because this stuff is a no-go for me. That was ridiculous. That was just like, that's not even foam. It's like liquidy. So I'm just gonna attempt to get this. I might make it like, I don't know. I just gotta like roll it and make it the right size and everything. And I'm debating if I want to put wiring around here. I'm not sure. I got to see how the other foam, like the thicker foam, holds up when I put this on there. And I think then I'll decide. But as of right now, I'm just going to go with this and hope for the best with that. I'm not really sure this is thick enough, but I think that's the vibe I'm kind of going for. And then I got these little thingies, these little foam ball things, and I'm going to cut them in half and put them there, because there is that raised area on her belts. I'm scared. Oh my god. Okay, good enough. I'm gonna sand it down anyway. I don't want it to be like that big, but you get the point. That's what it looks like with them sanded. I just kind of sanded the edges so it's, you know, flatter and not as tall, because I really don't want it to stick out too much, but it does need to stick out a little bit. So I think that looks good. I'm just going to finish lining all of this nonsense and figure out where to go from there. So I got this done. This is as good as it's going to get. I'm not trying to make it perfect. I'm a perfectionist, and I will sit here all day if I do that. So I'm going to leave it as it is. It's getting painted anyway. It's not going to look like this in the end. I'm going to put a little bit of clay, like how I have this, around here, and then kind of attach those on both sides. I don't think I'm going to do all of these designs in here. I think it's just going to be too much. So I might just like do like one there and then obviously this outline here, but I don't know. Or like maybe just this one. I don't know. So doing my best not to bore you guys with too much, but I just went ahead and made these little lines here too. Like I said, everything's getting painted, so it's not going to look this crusty when I'm done. I'm trying not to show like too much of me just rolling clay and setting on here, but basically I'm like rolling clay on here and I'm just putting it on here and making little lines. I think I'm just going to leave it kind of like that, maybe do one more little thing in here, and then I'm going to go ahead and try to attach it to the thicker foam. So I think I finally got this how I like it, other than like a few little imperfections that I just, whatever. I'm going to try to attach it to the thicker foam, and we will see how that goes. But I think this came out pretty good so far. I don't know, I might add something in here so it doesn't look like so plain, but I don't really know what to add, so who knows. To avoid this video being literally hours long, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue these little pieces on. I'm using hot glue. And then I'm going to do exactly what I did to this one, but I'm not going to film it because there's just so much detail and it's going to be the same process. So now that I did both those pieces, this is the back piece. The triangle one is the front piece. I'm just going to attach this wire to the back of them. That's just going to make it so that I can attach my elastic and hold the skirt together. So as you can see, I put these little loops through, and then that's where the elastic's going to attach to. And the front panel and the back panel are each going to attach to these little side pieces that I'm going to make. But I reinforced the back panel. I felt like it was just, I don't know. I didn't trust it, so. To size myself for the little side panels I'm going to make in a minute, I literally used pipe cleaners to hold these together. I just sized it up to my body, set it on my hips where I want my skirt and everything to fall, and pipe cleaner it together. I don't know if that's the best method, but that's what I came up with. So at my fabric store here, I don't know if it's like this everywhere you go, but mine comes like folded in half. So the fabric is folded. I'm just cutting it apart because I want a front panel of the skirt and a back panel. I don't want too much fabric there. Then I'm sizing it to myself really quick just to make sure it fits. I'm leaving it a little bit long because I'm wearing heels. I'm going to a Halloween party, and I don't know. I just don't trust people stepping all over my feet and stuff to make those little foot pieces. So I'm just going to wear heels, like boot heels. But now I'm cutting off this extra fabric. I saw someone else on YouTube do this, and I'm going to use the extra fabric to make a little underwear piece that's going to Velcro to the front panel and the back panel of the skirt. That way you can remove it super easily and wash it, and also you don't flash anybody. So I don't remember who I watched that did that, but I thought that was a really good idea, so I'm totally using that for my costume because that is like genius. But now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to scrunch my fabric. I wanted it to have some sort of like flow to it. I didn't want it to just be laying there flat and boring. So I'm scrunching it and sizing it to the back panel first and then the front panel, just making sure that it fits. So for the little side pieces, the little oval pieces of her skirt, I was initially going to use this white foam here, but then you'll see in a second, I decided to use the thinner foam because I felt like the thick foam was just going to stick out of my hips too much. But I'm going to do the same process I was about to do with the thick foam. I'm just going to add this thicker wire. The gold is thicker, so it holds its shape better, and I'm going to use that because I'm going to have both pieces of my skirt literally pulling on these side panels, so I need the wiring to be strong. So I'm going to attach this little piece of elastic here. You'll see in a second, I literally staple it because I'm not crafty. So I'm attaching that to each side of those. I'm going to have to slip the costume, like these pieces right here, over the elastic. So I got to figure out the best way to do that. But I'm going to use, there's the staples. I'm using E6000 glue just to reinforce this because I don't know about you, but I don't trust staples. I just made a little oval out of more of my clay to cover the foam and the wire. And then I'm eventually going to paint all of this gold, but I just decided to do it this way. And then I'm going to cut around that piece, as you can see here, to the shape of the foam that I created. And I attached my little front piece and my back piece to the side pieces. The goal here is just to have no elastic showing because I want it to look realistic. And like Leia's costume, you can't see any elastic underneath like those little side panels or anything like that. Then with more elastic, I'm making the front and back panels of my skirt. So I went ahead and I attached the skirt. It looks kind of gross on the inside. I'm going to clean it up later. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to Mod Podge over this, over the foam, just to give it a base layer, and then I'm going to paint over that. So I was going to spray paint, but I don't think I'm going to do that just because of like, I don't know. I feel like it's going to get really messy. So I'm just going to do normal paint, and I'm going to Mod Podge this to make it smooth and make sure everything kind of stays in place. Like I have to adjust some things that kind of shifted while it's drying. And yeah. That's what the Mod Podge looks like dried, and for now I'm going to start on my top piece. For this, I did the same exact method I did with everything else, where I lay out my foam, I lay out some wire, and I lay out some clay over top. So I'm using the thinner, not thinner, but like less, I guess it's more bendy, silver wire to use on this because I need it to kind of bend around my body, and I'm kind of going to be adjusting it a lot, I feel like. But I did that. Then I laid clay over top. I'm going to do that to all the support pieces. So like the neckline, those two outer pieces right here, and those little like zigzag pieces in the middle of the boob area are not going to have any wire because it's not necessary. But once I finish putting all the clay and wire and everything, gluing it all together, I'm going to attach the bra. This is the bra I got at Target. I wanted like a push-up bra type vibe. I don't know, just to help me out a little bit. I'm going to lay this piece over top. Just kind of size it up, figure out where I need to put it. However, I'm going to add, as you can see, I added my green fabric in there, and then I attached the bra. So the green fabric is the closest I could find to like what I thought would look realistic compared to Leia's costume. But I'm attaching the bra to the back. I'm going to mangle this bra. Like I'm cutting this piece out right here, cutting all the straps off. As you can see, everything is gone. It's more just for the cups. But these two little areas right here showing are going to be cut off as well. And then I did use one of the straps from the bra as like a halter top type vibe. I didn't know how else to attach this to make it so there's less strap to it. And I feel like hers kind of looked like a halter. I'm not really sure. So I did a halter top. And then this is the paint drying. I'm painting the little side panels still, but I want to show you the paint that I'm using for it. It's a really pretty gold color. I got it at the craft store. I thought it went really well with the skirt, and it dries really quick. Moving on to Leia's little arm piece. She has this like little bracelet thing, arm, I don't know. It's up by her bicep, and again, doing the exact same method I've done for every single piece of this costume. Laying down a piece of foam, laying down some wire, and putting clay over top of it. So I just created 2 of those little swirl designs, and then 1 long strip in the middle, and I just attached 1 to the top, 1 to the bottom, and then this is me forming it to my arm. So I formed it to where I want it to fit on my arm, and then I Mod Podged over it. And then obviously I'm going to have to paint this as well. Also, like, why is Bobby being an absolute menace to every craft item I have in my living room at the moment? He is just going crazy. This is how I'm making the little underwear piece. I'm just cutting it out of this fabric. Make it a little bit extra long so you could size it to yourself. I couldn't obviously show you me sizing it to myself because I was like in my underwear. But attach the Velcro to this end, and then the other end over here is the one that I made longer so I could trim it to my size. And then it's just going to attach to the inside of the skirt. So as you can see here, I attached Velcro to both sides. I attached to the skirt because obviously I couldn't really attach it to the panels because it wouldn't really be secure. But yeah, size it to yourself and attach it to the inside of the skirt. So again, using more staples because I love my staples, I used this little piece of wire here and made a loop, and I attached the bra strap just how it was cut off of the bra. I like removed all the lace and stuff, and then I also attached it over here. I stapled it again. We're gonna ignore that. And then these 2 straps right here on each side, I just put in there because I'm nervous this is gonna snap or something. I don't want a wardrobe malfunction in public, so I just tuck these in when I wear it. And then again, I made this a halter up here with the other bra straps, and I had a loop like through here when I made it so that I can attach this easily. And more staples, we're just gonna ignore that. But yeah, that's it for the bra. The bra is finished. That's what it looks like. The center looks a little bit iffy, but I mean, I'm kind of in a rush. If you guys are making this, you can make that look way better than I did. As far as accessories, I already showed you guys this one that I made for my arm. This I made as the choker because she wears like a chain around her neck. So I bought the chain, but then I used a piece of foam, and then I attached some Velcro on each end. So it just literally Velcros together like a little necklace around your neck. And then I used more of my wire to create these little loops here. I made those myself. That's why they're kind of not really super even. And then I reinforced it with another piece of foam over top of the actual necklace itself. Then I just painted it gold, obviously, with the same paint I've been using. And then I also made this little arm cuff. So how I did this is the same way I've been doing everything. There's 2 pieces of wire underneath this foam, sandwiched in between 2 pieces of foam. And then for this detailing here, I used foam right there and foam up here as well, and then just painted that gold too. And then Leia has a little hair piece, and again, more wire between these 2 little pieces of foam here, and it just scrunches around the end of your braid. I don't have enough hair to really do like her hairstyle, so I just did a ponytail braid, and I put this on the end of the ponytail. And then as far as the skirt, this is what it looks like finished. I did end up reinforcing this one as well, just like I did with this back piece here with the extra foam. This is the front. I took out the little underwear piece, but that's where it attaches on both sides. You could see where the Velcro is. I'm just going to show you this quick on the skirt. So the way I did this is, if you could see right here, I have like a little piece of the metal sticking out, and I just looped the elastic around on both sides. I did it to both those pieces. So this piece right here just holds these 2 pieces together, and all those do is just hold it on my hips. That's really it. Just this elastic is just to keep it tight to me. And then there's a piece of elastic inside of the skirt right here on both panels there, and that also attaches on each corner of that, just to make it look realistic, like there's nothing, you know, coming through that piece right there, so that you can really, okay, so you can really see. Can I help you? Ow. So the piece in here just holds the skirt together, and the piece right here just holds it on my hips, and then everything is attached to these little corners of this piece. The way that I attached these back pieces is I literally just ran the elastic through them. So these kind of just hang off of my elastic pieces. And that's really how those are attached there. Like you can kind of see here, it's just, the elastic just runs through these. Like they're really not attached to anything. But it actually worked out very well. I wore this out over the weekend, and it held up very well. Like people literally stepped on this skirt when I was going down the stairs at the bar, and it did not fall off. It didn't fall apart. So I would say it was a win this weekend for sure. So that's what all of it looks like together, and it is all done. I painted everything. I did put a layer of Mod Podge over all of this, just like I did with these pieces. It just reinforces that the paint is going to stick to the foam, because if you just paint the foam's just going to suck up the paint and not really actually have any color to it. So when you Mod Podge it, it just puts a coat over it so that you can paint over that coat. This was obviously my first time making a video like this, so I hope it was easy to follow. But yeah, I really love how all of this came out. I think it came out very well, especially for being my first costume I've made. Like I said, if you want to make this cleaner, you totally can, but I didn't have time for it. And to make this video not 2 hours long, I kind of sped the process up. If there's any questions or anything you didn't understand about the whole process that I did film, and you're just like, I need a little bit more like in depth on this, just let me know, and I have no problem showing you or making a separate video just to explain that part that you don't understand. So yeah, that is it for the costume. I'm obsessed with it. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I really enjoyed making this costume, and I plan to make more in the future. So if you enjoyed this video, make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.